up, and they watch Randy leave, and the second Randy leaves the room, Bill turns around and says, look, those guys in the cart, Zed and Chase, they're in really bad fucking shape. And I won't ask you what happened because a smart fella wouldn't tell me, and I think that you're a smart fella, which is weird. I feel like Goodkind put a little bit of 50s slang in there just for shits and giggles. But he goes, yeah, there's no medicine woman right here, but there is Addie the Bone Lady. She might be able to help you. She's on the outskirts of town. Most people won't go anywhere fucking near her, which actually makes it a pretty safe place for you guys to go.
So definitely do that one.
Yes.
Yes.
You now have a little bit of a plan when literally 3 seconds ago you had no fucking plan.
It's a 4-hour ride. You just gotta go left down the trail.
Yeah, what the fuck? Turn left and ride for 4 hours. That's the directions they
Pretty
get.
shitty trail, I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck. Turn left there and just keep on going until you're damn sure you pass where you're supposed to be going.
Richard asks why Bill's gonna help them, and he's like, it's just to help Chase. Just make sure that you tell him that it was me who saved his life. This is official warden business, right? So just make sure you tell him. That'll vex him good.
Right. Chase doesn't like to be helped by anybody. So
Right.
This guy doing him any sort of fucking favor, he's not going to like. And he knows that he's not going to like it. And he's just going to fuck with him. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
He'll just wait for the favor to be returned. But Richard says, as long as you're doing that and we're going to see this bone lady, we should probably grab some supplies so we can give her an offering, essentially, once we get there.
Pay her off, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're going to ask this of her, so we should at least try and return the favor a little bit.
Right. Hey, please upend your entire life to help us out. We give you nothing in return.
That's not a great deal.
Right.
I'm not going to lie.
Not even gas money. What the hell? They put it on tab because it's official business.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, look, somebody's going to recognize your name, right? They're going to know when you sign Richard Cipher that you're good for the money. And he goes, well, yeah, because my brother is the first counselor.
Bill immediately apologizes for not knowing who Richard is, and offers his own fucking house for him to stay in. But he tells him it's not necessary, I'm not that fancy, and we just got the 2 unconscious people up in the room, so maybe we're gonna stay here.
Right. We just did all that work getting them in here. We're not going to get them back out now. And he tells him, look, it's fine. Bill doesn't really believe him because he kind of feels like Richard's royalty, but he's assuring him that's not who I am. He goes, really, I'm just these 2 dudes' friend, and I'm trying to make sure that they're safe. That's fucking it. And so this guy kind of tests the water a little bit. He goes, okay, if you're Dell's friend, why don't you let me put in my tally book that you guys got a few rooms so I can get paid back for a few instead of just the one from essentially the government. And Richard's like patting him on the back, being all buddy-buddy. We're doing favors for each other. And
He's all like, fuck nah.
Nah, man. That wouldn't be honest.
He's like, no, that'd be wrong. I won't put my name to it.
But that pretty much solidifies the fact that he is Chase's friend, because Chase would probably do the same thing. He goes, dude, we've been doing favors for each other for years, but he won't let me just fatten my tally book.
Nope.
But Richard gives him some silver and basically says, I can tip you as much as I want, though. So how about you water down the ale, because drunken men die too easy, and you have dangerous customers.
Richard gave him a hard look, and he says, if anyone comes through that door tonight, I'll kill them, no questions asked.
Bill's gonna do whatever he can to stop that from fucking happening, because that's not good for his business.
If you think about it, watering down the beer, though, that's gonna make him money in the long run.
Yeah,
make him money.
for sure.
Keeps the guys a little bit more sober.
Right. So if Richard isn't helping him one way, he's helping him keep his shit in one piece. And he is technically padding the books just a little bit.
A little.
In a different way. Nothing that he has to put his name on.
He tells Richard also to take care of his lady, because she's got a good head on her shoulders, and A pretty one at that.
And he says one more thing, Bill. The boundary is failing. It'll be down in a few weeks. Take care of yourself. And I found that interesting to the degree that, like, he just met this guy. And he's like, okay, you're helping me out a little bit. I'm paying you a little bit of extra on the side. And I'm going to just keep this going and help you even more. With the warning that, yeah, this place is going to be pretty much ash in a couple weeks. Because the boundary's coming down.
He's fucked.
Yeah, but it just goes to show that Richard is, like, actually a pretty good guy.
Yeah, and he cares about the people there.
Yeah.
And I think Bill picks up on this because he tells Richard, I think they named the wrong guy, the first counselor. Obviously, you're the dude for the job.
So, Bill leaves. He goes and gets them some food. They sit down, they eat. Kaylin apologizes for him being involved in any of this to begin with, and he pushes her with his shoulder and tells her he wouldn't have missed any of this for the world. It gives him more time with his friend. And she asks him why she had asked Randy to tend to the horses. And he's like, because you have that effect on men. Because you asked him, he's going to guard the horses better than we could have guarded them ourselves, because he's fucking in love with you.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a hot girl and he's a teenage kid, so it's game over already.
That's just how this works.
Right. And she looks like she didn't believe him, but I mean, I think we all know that's just kind of the way it fucking works.
And then Kaylin gets all sad face, and he decides it's time to go to sleep. Sometime in the morning, Kaylin wakes him for watch, and she passes out, and a knock comes at the door about an hour before sunrise, saying, unbolt the door, it's me, Bill, there's trouble.
Like the last thing you want to fucking hear.
Dun, dun, dun.
Especially after the day you've had.
One more thing. Add it to the list.
Well, I do actually have one more thing. And that is, if you guys wanted to send us an email, you can do so by sending an email to podcastatt@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at podcastatt. You can find us on Twitter at podcast_ATT. And if you really wanted to help this show grow, then you can go to patreon.com/podcastatt and become a patron.
Speaking of that, the other day, it was Thank You Patrons Day.
Yes, it was.
And we have a whole lot of really awesome listeners and a couple of very special patrons. And I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys very, very much for listening. We appreciate the fuck out of you guys. We'll see you guys real soon.
See ya.
Bye!